Hey, welcome back to the Living Decks. We are still kicking it in Generation 7. 22 Pokemon to catch within Generation 7. We are getting so close. So close to finishing this all out. We're currently on our way to take on our so we had our final trial last stream. So this is our final grand trial. Our final grand trial, heading over on Executor Island. Here you are, Executor Island. Here, go on. Good luck. Can't tell if he's laughing or just really chill. I feel like he's laughing or really chill either way. Or Wizmerch. I have no Wizmerch. One day, maybe. I mean, there are like a couple things in the Stream Element store, Streamlabs store. I think it's just like the Why Me shirt. I think that's the only thing I have down there. Do you want to try and take on my Pokemon? Wait, actually, hold up. Before I say yes to you, I don't know that I actually healed my Pokemon. So let me check that I healed my... Yeah, let me, you know what? I thought about it. I don't want to take your Pokemon on at their full strength. I considered it, and I don't want to do it. I don't want to take you and your Pokemon on at full strength. Let's leave. The Living Deck stream where chat tried. Chat didn't try. Chat succeeded. Chat succeeded in ending me. Wiz is never prepared for a Pokemon battle. I'm never prepared. That would have been funny. It would have been. I'm glad it gave me the option to not. Yo, shiny Ponyta? I think it is. I'm pretty sure that's a shiny Ponyta. The bot has stopped talking in the chat. Attempt to catch the Ponyta if you can. And after this Ponyta leaves, I'll try and relaunch the bot. I want to see if I can just fly over here. I can't. It is. Is it talking in chat? Dark, how are you doing? Welcome on in. Hey, I know you just took me over to Executor Island. I left, though. If you could take me back. Ah, thanks. Thanks for bringing me back so quickly. So kind of you. Oh, that was in reference to the shiny. My bad. Yeah, I don't know if anyone's actually even going to get to catch this thing, or if it's just going to even attempt to catch it. Oh, no, what? Oh, Waller's getting an attempt at it. I was like, I don't want to close it out in case it does actually get an attempt at it. We don't want it, Emerson. We don't want it. Yo, El Waldo, you caught it. Let's go. Oh, shoot. I know what's happening right now. I know what's happening above me right now. This is from all the gifted subs. That's why Pokemon keep appearing. And it's not popping it up into chat, because these are from... It's from the subs. But you also pulled back-to-back shinies? That's wild. That's wild. Nice. That's so cool. That's why it's only your avatar. That's weird though. That it's just that it's I can understand why it's taking a while though. All right, show me the true power of the Kuhana, chosen by Tapu Fini itself. Had a Potion Master game where I didn't share my Night 1 attack, so Jester, Haunted, SK, and Jug 1. Nice. That's cool. Wiz, having Z-Power rings as we do means that we must battle with a Tapu beside us. This is the first grand trial. Wait, the first? Oh, it's your first one. I was like, wait, I have to do multiple with you? This is the first grand trial of the Kuhana Hapu. I will battle you with everything that I've got, and I'm sure you won't win, or will win. And then once mine done, Emerson should get... Oh my gosh, it's going to take a while to go through all those. Tapu Fini. Yeah, I saw them this morning. Oh, shoot! Big Pokemon Go news, everyone. I finally have my 10 best buddies, where I've talked about this in stream for like the past, like, probably 2 months, where I would have an alarm go off on my phone every 30 minutes, and then I'd pick up my phone and I'd play Pokemon and I'd put my phone away. I finally completed it. I got my 10 best buddies this morning. So now all I have to do for my next step in getting my shiny Jirachi, is I need to, yep, I gotta try and get Kecleon. I gotta catch 10 Kecleons. But I have 20 days, because I have to spin a Pokestop every day for 20 days. So I'm hoping in that time I can grab my 10 Kecleons that I need. I obviously, like, I'm not on a time crunch. Like, I can work on this over the course of forever. But I'd prefer to catch the 10 Kecleons over the course of the next 20 days. That way I can just then immediately move on to the next requirement that I have. Which I think the next one after that is, like, make 100 excellent throws and something stupid like that. And then I know there's one for, like, catch 500 something Pokemon. I want to play Pogo, but I can't because I got no friends. There's no points to do raids. I am very lucky when it comes to raiding, not because I have, like, a ton of friends that I have available to do raids with. I am lucky because I primarily raid when I'm at work. And since I work at a very busy place, there tends to be a lot of people also doing raids. So it's pretty easy for me to jump in and perform in raids. People work on the raids. Yeah, Niantic's doing some real dumb stuff right now. Niantic's doing a lot of backpedaling in changes that they had. They're doing a lot of not cool stuff. I've stopped giving them money. I used to give them probably like $5 to $10 a month that I would spend on coins just to buy the remote raid passes. So I'm like, nah, I'm done with that. I'll just continue to, I'll go back to playing free to play, other than the quests that pop every once in a while. Golden! Good buddy. Expecto subscribo. We were just talking about half of your name. Mudsdale is coming in here. Empoleon would be great, but Empoleon only has Aqua Jet. I really need Empoleon with a better water move, but they don't have a better water move that they get. It's so upsetting. What else is ground weak to? Is ground weak to anything else? Surely it is. Surely it is. Why can't I find ground on my paper? Ground. Ground is weak. Ground is weak to fire? No. Fire. Fire is weak to ground. Fire is weak to ground. Oh my gosh. I always read this backwards at first. Weak to water, weak to grass, weak to ice. Grass and ice. Yeah, I don't have any of that. I don't have any of that. I don't raid, I get California. I missed out on the Cleaver raid. I missed out on the Cleaver raid. Yeah, oh, we were talking about gold, not buckets. I was telling them, so about the bit badges. At different bit badge levels, you unlock emotes. So this is a rough version of what I'm gonna have my sister clean up for me. This is the Golden Percy. If for anyone who has the 10k bit badge, they get the Golden Percy. You don't resist fairy though, do you? I can't imagine you would resist fairy. We'll just go for damage. What happened to the type chat you put up? What happened to the type chat you put up in front of you? Oh, the type chart. It's still up there, but here's what happened. I moved a light. I moved a light. Did I misplay rough, by the way? I think I did. I moved a light here to give myself better lighting, and this is where the type chart is. And so it's very difficult to read because I'm staring directly at a light every time I try and read it. So it's just become... Oh, that's tangled. So it's just become more difficult to read at first glance. Like, I have to look up and, like, wait for my eyes to adjust, so I squint like I need glasses, when in reality I just can't easily see it. Yeah, I just missed to play rough the first time. That's sad. It didn't do that much damage anyways. That was a crit. Yike-a-roni pepperoni. Oh, and their defense rose. Egad. Not great stuff going on here. Not great things happening right now. We'll get at least Aqua Jet going. Well, to talk about buckets, what's your favorite type of bucket? Material and size. I'd probably have to go with the 1984 model of the, oh gosh, what was the brand? Oh my gosh, I loved this bucket so much when I was, when I used to do yard work a lot. Diamond. It was the 1984 model of the Diamond 1 gallon bucket. It was a super helpful, versatile bucket that we'd use for the majority of our work. You're right, they do have a game coming out in theories. There's Saboteur watching. Oh yeah, I did just see Niantic had announced. My brother had actually just texted me about it, but I hadn't had a chance to look at it yet because I sat down to stream. But he sent me some link. Oh my gosh, that Aqua Jet only did that, which I mean, it's their stamina, which is upping their defense. This Mudsdale is a Mud's problem. I need to attack with something. I need to attack special, and I don't have anything special that's gonna do anything to it. Yeah, I primarily have a physical team. I primarily have a physical team. Is Clanging Scale? No, okay, Clanging Scales isn't physical. And they don't resist it, so I guess we'll just go with you. Yeah. Bucket's the one you kick, that's a good one as well. My favorite bucket was always the bucket I stole from behind a grocery store. Had it for years. I'm sure that grocery store's still looking for it. Clanging Scales, please clang those scales perfectly and end this Mudsdale's whole career. Okay, it didn't end its whole career, but like half of its career. Can I send you a pun to stay on stream? Yeah, DM it to me. Okay, we survived it. Let's clang our scales one more time. Clang, 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 clang. Easy, just memorize the tap matchups. I have too much stuff going on in my head to memorize type matchups.
Water.
Oh, water?
Water. Water. Water.
Oh my gosh, this would be such... I should have kept stupid Alolan Sandslash on my team. This would have been such a great time to have that. Yeah. I had a couple texts. Flygon is... Flygon isn't Dragon Ground, is it? Is Flygon Dragon Ground? I think Flygon is Dragon Ground. I think they're Dragon Ground. Scent? Alright, let me see what I got. Is that an Abra? That is an Abra. It is Dragon Ground? Yeah, that's sad. Not much I can do with that. Hey! What did my uncle say before he kicked the bucket? How far do you think I can kick this bucket? And then he kicked the bucket. He died. We could go for some Hone Claws and Aerial Lacing. Let's Hone Claws and see how much damage the Flygon... Ooh, it's got Dragon Breath. It's obviously faster than me. Can we take it? Okay, we can take 3 with no crits. So let's go ahead and go for an Aerial Ace. Or do we want to go for a Flying Press? Actually, let's go for a Flying Press, especially we just got the accuracy boost. We just got the accuracy boost, so this 95 should be a 100. No chance of us missing. Ooh, that's a... Oh, that wasn't a crit. That was just a high roll. Nice. That's a crit. Let's go. Let's go, Cha. Alright, what else you got for me? Coming in with Gastrodon. That's Water Ground. Her entire team is Ground. We'll keep battling. Surely we outspeed Gastrodon, right? Surely we outspeed a Sea Slug. Surely. Let's go. Just because we've already got the Hone Claws up. We don't have anything that's super effective. This kills us no matter what, that's fine. Wiz, the theory is that Niantic is sabotaging Pokemon Go because they don't have to carry on using the Pokemon IP to make way for their one-to-one clone. Peridot, that's what I was sent, but I haven't looked at it yet. Most tone deaf plan because you have to show that you're actually competent to support and listen. Also, like, the biggest... That's the thing. The tweet. People don't care about Niantic. People also don't care about the Pokemon Go style game. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I've played Pokemon Go since day one. I don't play it for the specific style of gameplay in which I get to walk around and like search for stuff. I don't play it for the gameplay. I play it for Pokemon. Now, Pokemon lends itself beautifully to that style of gameplay, but that's why the Witcher clone didn't work. That's why the NBA clone didn't work. That's why the Pikmin clone didn't work. That's why there's so many clones of Pokemon Go that haven't worked. Yo, Sarah, how you doing, buddy? It has been a while. How have you been?
I always see you online right before I go.
Oh no, I have been locked into this streaming schedule for a while now since my work schedule changed, where I've been doing like a lot of 8 p.m. EST stream times. So that's rough. I'm sorry, buddy. But it's great to see you. I hope you've been well. I was actually just thinking about you the other day. I was scrolling through some old like Town of Salem thumbnails and stuff. I hope you've been well. Hope things are still good with the move and the new job. I only play. Oop! I was like, did I press the wrong button? I only play Pokemon Go to catch Pokemon, maybe battle my friends. Otherwise, the gyms and team. Yeah, I don't really care about the raids too much or the gyms. The only reason I take over gyms and do that is just to try and grind some coins to spend on in-game stuff. I get dressed to go to work as MS. Oh no! I'm sorry, buddy. I'm surprised I never got banned from Pokemon Go for crossing the Atlantic Ocean in 2 minutes. No, they just know you're the Flash. That's all. They're like, audio, that's the Flash. This thing keeps recover. Okay, thank you for finally stopping your recover spam. Thank you for stopping the recover spam. But yeah, my brother did just send me something about Peridot. I don't hate the name. I think Peridot is a really fun name. Interesting. Tyler, my brother, by the way, is who I'm going to be doing the, the Unlocked ORAS, YouTube series. Oh, this game is already live. They already released this game? Did it come out today? No, it came out 2 days ago. Peridot. A one-of-a-kind virtual pet. It honestly looks a bit like Tim Tim. Are you sure this isn't Tim Tim? I mean, it's not. But that's what this looks like. You're telling what? You're telling me that is not just a Tim Tim? That is 100% what that looks like. This just looks like Tim Tim. But yeah, they have their own clone. Cool. Will I download it? Maybe. I work 7 p.m. to 3 a.m. now. Yikes. That's a Chat GPT Ultron. Oh shoot, we defeated her. I wasn't even paying attention. 7 p.m. to 3. That's like what similar to what my dad worked. My dad works like what he's scheduled and what he actually works is different. He tends to go in early a lot. But I think his shift is like 9 to 6. Something like that. Yeah, the third shift life can be rough. Hey, that's our final grand trial, I believe. I think I did my counting right. 4 islands, 4 grand trials. You've succeeded in your final grand trial. I know I have. I'm pretty incredible, aren't I? I was bored this morning, so I decided to watch an old Throne of Lies video. I remember everything that happened. Sometimes remind me of some good times I used to have. I've never played Throne of Lies. I tend to leave early a lot. Hey, there you go. Grand Trial complete! Let's go! The last time in the Living Deck series that I will play a Grand Trial live on stream, because I still have to beat my Ultra Sun copy. Where I still have 2 more Grand Trials to do in my Ultra Sun copy. In my Ultra Sun copy, I am currently about to fight Police Cop Grand Trial, and then head to the back to Aether Paradise. I'm hoping to catch up to this point before we stream this again. That'll be your next destination, but first let's return to Pony Island. It's bad. Tunnel is just bad. I'm excited to do something with Town of Salem 2. Oh, Mr. Air, have you heard about Town of Salem 2? Have you looked into it? You have any thoughts on it? You guys ready to see what YouTube and Nintendo do tomorrow with... Oh, yeah. It's going to be awful. All of the takedown videos that are going to happen with Tears of the Kingdom that came out. I was thinking about buying it, and apparently it's getting an up in price, so a tax going to be like $110 out here. That is ridiculous. I still haven't gotten Jedi Survivor just because, like, games are so stupid expensive now. But my birthday is in less than a month. So my birthday's in, like, 3 weeks. So I'm planning to ask for Jedi Survivor for my birthday and be like, hey, hey parents, if you just want to like buy me this game, that'd be cool. Or like gas money, either or really. I don't live at home, but I'm not gonna say no to gas money. You can begin your trek up Mount Talanakilla from Tapu Village on Ula Ula Island. Town of Salem 2 looks fun. Most of the changes and new rules. I'm excited for it. I'm excited to check it out when it fully releases. A lot of my initial apprehension to it has faded. I'm still holding on to it because they've actually been marketing the game, which makes me happy. Even if not every marketing strategy is successful, which isn't a dig on them, that's just sometimes certain avenues aren't successful. But I'm happy they are taking an active approach in marketing their game. Unlike traders. I used to do 5 p.m. to 3:30 a.m. Monday through Thursday. I was barely able to get sleep because work was an hour-long trip there and back. That is awful. We did. You can't actually purchase any new items this time, but we're still happy to serve you. That's funny. Hey, you got the last one. I don't have anything new for you to buy, but like, good on you for doing it, I guess. Good on us. Mine is because after last call, most people stop playing in the casino. That's fair. What's last call? Like 1 or 2 a.m.? We can actually just charge our glide out of here because we just need to head back to island number 2, 3. There it is. Tapu Village. You should see what they say when you become champion. TOS 2 looks fun. I personally think some of the complaints are dumb. I don't think they're dumb. I think they could be. They could be dumb. I think the complaints are warranted if stuff doesn't change, but I think there's still time for stuff to change. 2 a.m. last call, 10-4. You can clearly tell I've never been in a casino or a bar. I've been waiting for you to thank you for what you did for Lily, for our mother. I appreciate it, maybe more than you know. And the only thing I can offer you in thanks is a great battle. So I'm going to show my full power, my real full power this time, with the Z power ring that old man gave me. Okay, I'm still not going to use my Z power ring. I haven't used my Z power this entire playthrough. I'm not going to use it in this battle with you, buddy. But I am going to hopeful to take your Pokemon after we're done here. But I don't think I get it until after I beat the Elite Four. I think it's cool that officers in a town in Italy use tasers on Made and Tested. Oh, that's really cool. Conjure being able to blast the mayor is a bit OP. I still need to look into more of the roles, because I'm still not super familiar with all the new roles and all the way they interact and stuff. So I need to look more into that. Good old tried and true flamethrower for fun. Let's... Actually, you know what? Vikavolt. My plan is to hopefully start recording the ORAS Soul Link next week. Start recording it next week. My plan before I release the Omega Ruby Alpha Psi or Soul Link is for us to record, hopefully, not the entire playthrough, but I want to record a decent amount of it. I don't know what my upload schedule for it's going to be. I guess it really depends on how I feel it's moving. We're probably going to keep to like 20-minute episodes, maybe like 2 videos a week, maybe 3 videos a week. I don't know. It really just depends on how I feel like it's going. Flare Blitz. This attack may leave the target with a burn. This also damages the user quite a bit. Yeah, let's get rid of Fire Fang. On all-out attack. About to send in Lucario. Well, Lucari, bro, I have just the response to you. It's the time to get ready to work. I'll see you soon, hopefully. Hey, see you later. We have a lot of big sub goals that we hit coming up. So keep an eye out for me dressed up as Cynthia very soon. I got in all the pieces yesterday. So I'll be dressed up as Cynthia coming to a stream near you. Oh, I didn't click switch. I thought I clicked switch. My bad. Have a good night at work. Hopefully things go well. Hopefully you get some big tips. Luke. Oh no, he's mega evolving. Imagine if he did, though. Well, imagine what a twist that would be. Where they talk about all these Z powers and then you get to this final fight before the Elite Four and they just start mega evolving. Imagine. Oh, it wasn't even Lucario. What a Chad. Oh, he's coming in with Lucario! Oh, shoot! When is the Pokemon tier list planned? I think week after next. I still need to finish making it. Oh, shoot, you outspeed me. That's upsetting. That's super upsetting that you outspeed me, Lucario. Steel fighting. I want to try and do it. Then. I need to build the tier list. I have majority of the ideas. I just need to actually go in and finish building the tier list. Flying press. Get out of here, Lucario. Get out of here. Sylvani? Man, if only I still had my fire type. But what is Sylvani? So Sylvani isn't just normal. Sylvani is a dual type. But I can't remember what its secondary typing is for the life of me. But it is still partially normal. So I might as well just go for a flying press. I feel like is it normal steel? I don't know. Or does it depend on its held item? Well, it doesn't matter. We fainted anyway. It fainted anyway, so it doesn't matter. Sylvani is ore map. I don't know what that means. Yeah, that's my hope. For funny tier ideas, Linehan, I have plans to post in the Discord and get some other ideas. Unfortunately, our city was ravaged by a hurricane 2 years ago, and the city is only half fixed. We don't have the economy for it. That's the fact someone created here, but you'll have it in text instead. Oh, that really sucks. Sylvani's pure normal. But it does change on held item. Okay, it does change on held item. It's the... I don't know. I'm not super familiar. We'll just go with a Thunderbolt. If we don't outspeed, so it doesn't matter. Sylvani is Beta Arceus. I don't think it's Beta Arceus. I think it's... Like, the lore is it's a recreation of Arceus, isn't it? Isn't that the lore? Like, it's supposed to be a copy, but is it from another world a la Ultra Beast? So is it an Arceus? I don't know. I need to... Like, it's super interesting, like, that concept. Crush Claw. You got it, Komodo. You got it. That's a crit. Get better. Get better. Actually, don't. Please don't get better. I take it back. I took it back. Oh, no. You're not pure normal. Oh, no. Oh, no. Let's revive Vigavolt. Yeah, that's water. It's a copy of Arceus that was created by the Aether Foundation. At this battle the other day, the Sylvania mine was grass. Oh, interesting. What were you playing? Ultra Sun, right? I'm playing Ultra Moon, right? Yeah. Were you playing Ultra Sun? Maybe the copy you're playing in changes what its type is. That's kind of rad. We don't outspeed, so let's just go for a heal. Heal! Heal them! 60 doesn't put me all the way. No, not a max potion. Can I just get a hyper potion? Hyper, no hyping. I love lore in Pokemon. I love lore in Pokemon. Give me more lore. Alright. Coming back in with Vicky. Every Pokemon is a lore Pokemon. Fair. Oh, I think actually... Yeah, actually depending on your starter Pokemon determines what Sylvania is what this is looking like. Yeah, because I chose Litten, so it's a water type. That's really interesting. So if you choose Rowlet, it's a fire type, so it's always what's most effective to your starter. That's really cool, because it has the RKS system to change what type it is. That's really rad. I like that. Oh, you literally just said it. Based on what's already picked up, Popliosa Gray. Yeah, that's really cool. I like that. Sylvania, just like Arceus, depending on the items. However, he plays the RKS models, yeah. Which, what does RKS stand for? Because it says RKS system. So clearly the S isn't system. Rotary Killing Solution System. Now I'm just going to Google it. Sylvania RKS means... Sylvania was created to defeat the Ultra Beasts. And thanks for the money, bud. Okay, Google is... Okay. Oh! Arceus system. The Arceus system. That's kind of funny. That's funny. It doesn't stand for anything. But it's the signature ability. Hey, have a good night, Audio. Thanks for swinging by. And thanks for a wonderful night. Enjoy whatever the night brings you. So it's flavor text for the RKS system. Change the Pokemon's type to match the memory disk it holds. But it doesn't say like anything specific. RKS can't be traced, and it cannot be copied with any other way. Abilities fail if they try and swap it. If they try and do skill swap, or mummy or any of that. That's really fun. And if you use imposter onto a Sylvania, you copy the form of whatever held item the one you're copying is. So if you use Ditto holding no item, but you're fighting a Sylvania that's in water disc, you become water Sylvania. That's really cool. I know what kind of training you on are and what kind of journey you've been through. Last time I saw Lily, she was heading up to the Mahalo Trail. It seems she had something on her mind. She's gentle enough to be able to feel how much pain Pokemon go through. I guess there's a kind of strength to that. Here, take this. She wanted me to give it to you. The Pee Max. I'm just kind of her. You know, I tried battling Hal too. He's really changed. I'm not surprised anymore that he managed to even beat Konohara. I am. If you two are gonna get any stronger, then I guess I can't let my guard down yet. I know we aren't friends, but we aren't enemies anymore either. Hey, keep winning. Maybe I'll see you again if you do. Maybe. Maybe. Alright, let's see if there are any Pokemon in this area we need to capture. I don't think there are. So where we are right now, we got Eradicate, Sandshrew, Vulpix, Snorunt, Gumshoes. Yeah, nothing we need to catch down here. The upper reaches, we got Absol, Tramp, but yeah, nothing we need up there. Cool, yeah, so do I have to go inside a thing? I don't know. I don't know if I have to go inside a thing or not. I don't know if I can't remember if it's like a Victory Road type thing. Oh, shoot. Never prepared. Let me turn around and go heal my I did not want to get on you. Go heal my Pokemon. Always having to heal. Never ends. Never ends. Inside we go. Good morning. I mean, I guess it's 9 p.m., but yeah, I guess good morning. For sure. Ba-da-da-dee-da-doo-da-dee. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Cave that was shorter than I anticipated. Okay, so this cave is... okay, so it's not like a long one. That's good, at least. That's good, at least. Hopefully just like a handful of battles. I guess the plan tonight is to try and take on the Elite Four and beat the game. I guess that's within our sights, right? Is beating the game tonight? I didn't actually come into a plan for this stream. Other than defeating Ace Trainer Seth. You know? Which, I don't know, there might actually be more before we do anything. Dun, dun. I wish my Pokemon were faster. I feel like all of my Pokemon are so slow. What is the level matchup here? Okay, we're over Scyther's level. You didn't die to a flamethrower, Scyther. Please, oh please, oh please, give him my Quick Claw. I never Quick Claw when I want it. I never Quick Claw when I want it. When I need it. Pulling up what the levels are in this Pokemon League, because I can't remember. 57 for the first... Alright, 57 are all of the aces. The champion ace is level 60. Okay, not awful. Skydrop is just a powerful fly move, right? Just a 2-turn 60 power. No. Well, I'll tell you no, I'm fine. No, I don't need Skydrop. I'm sure there are good reasons to have it. Malmar? Malmar's, I think, the upside down thing, right? The water poison, I think. Been streaming for 1 hour and 8 minutes. Let's go. Longest stream. Time to end the stream now. Been live for 1 hour and 8 minutes. Thank you all for the stream. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna get out of here. What if that was? If I regularly... I know I regularly stream for like 2.5 hours. Like, imagine if I regularly streamed for 1 hour. Oh, it's a Psychic Dark? I don't know why I got poisoned from. Like, Psychic and Dark makes more sense. You know where I got Poison from? It's because you fish it up. Or no, that's where I got Water from, because you fish it up. And so I was like, oh, it's clearly water. Fish it. Please let me have a moment with my Pokemon now that they're back in their Pokeballs. Okay. You didn't have to have this fighting moment. You chose this moment, my friend. I was going to walk right on past you. I was just going to keep walking and pretend like we never saw each other. You're the one who wanted to interact with me. You were thinking of the Pokemon Skrelp? I mean, no, I know Skrelp. But that is their typing. But no, I was thinking they were water due to the fact that you fish them up. You do a little fishing. What was I going to put on? Repels? Do I need repels in here? Probably not. Alright, it looks like I can avoid you. Oh no, don't turn around. Don't turn around. I'm hiding. Oh no, shoot. What is your path? Are you just doing a figure eight? I think they are. They're just doing a figure eight. Okay. What's over here? This looks sus. I just have a repel on, that's why no one talks to me. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Maybe try and repel less people. I think this is just a shortcut to push this over here. Right? Yeah, it's just a shortcut. Alright, I don't want to fight you, but I do want this item. I don't know what it is, but I know Ice Beam is around here somewhere. Want to take a quiz? You sound like you're trying to be some cool high school teacher. Sure. Quiz me! On Cineroar, this is not the lead you want to be in. Also, you only have a Relicanth? That's all you got? Oh, I think Relicanth is Water Rock? I think they're Water Rock, right? You resist Electric and Bug. Neither of you are weak to Rock, right? No, Bug is weak to Rock. Bug is weak. I think fire damage is just neutral, right? You know what? Let's do it. Let's see. What generation is Skarmory debut in? Generation 3. Easy peasy. Okay, no. Okay, maybe they aren't. Maybe they are pure water? I thought they were Water Rock. Because Rock is weak to fire, isn't it? Am I making that up? Oh, I am making that up. No, Ground is weak to fire. No, Ground isn't weak to fire. Why did I think Rock was weak to fire? Why do you think Rock was weak to fire? That's weird. I think weird things sometimes. It's Generation 2? Disagree. It's Generation 3. Yo, you trying to make me yawn right now? I already have enough trouble being drowsy. Double edge, okay. It's the opposite. Rock strong against fire. That's what it is. I'm probably reading the chart backwards. I tend to do that, and then I overcorrect and then end up reading it doubly backwards. Bum-ba-dum. Oh, there's 2 items over here. Shoot. Look at me. I'm about to be 2 items richer. Aw, you can't fit in there, Machamp. That's so sad. Max Elixir. Not worth, but thank you. I mean, actually, it'll be worth in the Elite Four. Max Revive. Okay. Not awful. Can Arcanine learn Teleport? I don't know. I want to say no, because that's dumb. But at the same time, I feel like Arcanine would make a lot of sense to have Teleport. Not because it is teleporting, but I think because Arcanine is just so fast, it seems like it's teleportation. That's what I'd like to imagine. That's what I'd like to imagine. It's just so fast, it seems like it's teleportation. It's finally letting me talk. Finally, I'm back. Oh, what happened? Wiz, check your DMs. Checking them. Looking at them. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, shoot. Wanted to power off. This cave is going to take about 20 minutes. Oh, okay. That's not too bad. Arcanine can learn teleport. So I might... Oh, shoot. Oh, no. We're gonna avoid these 4. You ready for this? Charge! They were they were so impressed by Machamp's strength. They could not battle me. What? I was expecting to run into Lunala. Hi, buddy. Hi, Necrozma. Necrozma? Necrozma? Necrozma has fallen to the ground, weak and drained of power. Will you share the light of your Z power ring with Necrozma? I'll share the light. Oh, did you say? I don't remember that. Necrozma appeared. I assume this is when I can actually catch them, right? I'm gonna kill it. I was expecting them to be Postal League. You ready for this? You ready for this? You ready for this? Oh, I don't have a quick ball. Dang it. I really just wanted to throw a quick ball at it turn 1. You ready for this? Okay, well, what if it would have happened? What if it would have happened? Can you imagine? Can you imagine if I would have caught it with a Premier Ball? T1? Caught it with a Premier Ball turn 1. Darkest Lyrate. I saved before. I'm not afraid. I don't think this will kill. It's a legendary. I don't think it'll kill it. I think this will probably do 3/4 damage. I think this will do 3/4 damage. Okay, not almost 3/4. Almost 3/4. If you have I have 3 Beast Balls. Even though it's not an Ultra Beast, this is pure Psychic. I don't want to kill it. I don't want to kill it. I want to get you. I don't think I have anything. Do I have anyone that has a... I don't have anyone who has a move, a status move. I have no status moves. That's so awful. Why do I have no status moves? That's so dumb of me. That's so dumb of me. Iron defense? Yeah, set up that iron defense. Perfect. That's perfect, actually. Boost that defense stat. Thank you. I was hoping it would do a tiny bit more. I was hoping it'd do just a tiny bit more. These balls do nothing against this, I think. I don't know. Doesn't affect Instant Aurora. Get out of here, Necrozma. Can I get a crit? Give me a crit. Who needs False Swipe when you got a double kick against a Psychic type? You caught yours first trying a Beast Ball? Oh, that's cool. I just want to get it into red. Phantom Geyser. Please keep using Phantom Geyser on me. I want to get it into red, and then I'm going to throw an Ultra Ball at it and catch it. First Ultra Ball. Because it's going to be so impressed with my strength. I didn't get them with a single Ultra Ball, though, after dropping their health. Oh, well, you did get them with a single Ultra Ball. Or, Darkest Lyrate goes... Yeah, that's why I'm not using Darkest Lyrate. Because it would kill it. That's why I'm not using it. So I'm just going for... Double... Okay, well, that second one... It was already doing barely any damage, which I'm fine. I want to do barely any damage here. I don't want to kill this thing. No, it's not even... This is my last double kick, and then I'm going to throw a ball at it. Okay, it does get me into red. Perfect. Alright, here we go. Here we go. You know what? Luxury ball. Live the life of luxury with me, Necrozma. Live the life of luxury with me. Let's go!
That was easy.
Yeah, it was! That was easy, you're right! That's our 781st Pokemon to be added to the living dex. It's living the life of luxury now. Let's go. Everyone's leveling up too. Everyone's loving it. Everyone's happy about it. Necrozma's data will be added to the Pokédex. Look at that. 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 Fine. Fine Pokemon. Not scary at all. You registered a legendary Pokemon. That's, well, legendary. Light is the source of its energy. If it isn't devouring light, impurities build up in it. Impurities build up in it and on it, and Necrozma darkens and stops moving. Very cool. Let's go ahead and scroll down here. I'll do a little scrolly scroll. Oh shoot, I do need to get Drampa. Oh shoot, I do need to get Drampa. I saw it earlier and I was like, I don't need Drampa. I do need Drampa. Where are you at? Where are you at, Necrozma? There you are, right there. Boom! 781 Pokemon. Wild. No nickname. What do you want to send them? I don't know. Like, I kind of want them to be in our party because they are legendary and they are a high level. But I don't know who we'd kick out of the party. Maybe Empoleon? Empoleon doesn't do a lot. Kamo doesn't do a lot. You know what? Let's kick Empoleon for now. We might change our mind. Do you plan to evolve Polpo in this game in Ultra Sun? Or Ultra Sun, because the Pokemon Center at the top of the mountain says the Lady Who will evolve it. And Z Crystal to fill. So I do plan to evolve it in this game, technically. Just not yet. Right now I only have one. After I beat my Ultra Sun copy, I'm going to trade that one over. And that's the one I'll evolve. Or one of the two I'll evolve. I don't know. I'll evolve it in this game. But just not until I get there. Splendid! Oh, it's Colress. It's been a while, Wiz. He must be a formidable trainer indeed if you were able to get Necrozma as one of your allies. You should end up putting them in the box. That's fair. Good, and this is from me. The Ultra Recon Squad asked me to develop a device that would be able to control Necrozma, but I improved it to my own liking. And now it's a device that makes it possible to draw it even more powerful from Necrozma. Yes, in short, it makes it possible for them to fuse with the legendary Pokemon Solgaleo. This is the Colress machine number 1198, officially dubbed the Insulator. Thank you for the Insulator. In addition, this is the Colress machine number 1199, officially dubbed the Inlunizer. It's possible for for Necrozma to fuse with the legendary Pokemon Lunala. The light that burns the sky, that's the name of the Necrozma Z-move, that's cool. Ah yes, I've heard in fact that you met Lunala. No, it's pre-evolved Cosmog upon Mahalo Trail. I believe that a trainer like you will be able to use both Alola's legendary Pokemon and the fearsome power of Necrozma properly. I happen to know quite a bit about the Pokemon fusion myself, but that is a different tale. Good luck in your battles. Yeah, you know it from your black and white days. Scientist guy is a little strange. I agree with you. Colress just made the modern-day DNA splicer. True. Colress was playing Pokemon Infinite Fusion before it was cool. What's back here? I know somewhere around here is where Ice Beam is. And I want it. I want Ice Beam. This is scary. This is giving me like anxiety. When I'm walking and I can't see where I'm going, that's just like major anxiety. Is this Ice Beam? Let's go. Let's go. Where can I catch Drampa at again? Because I do need Drampa. I didn't realize I did need to catch Drampa. Are they inside of here? I don't know why I was walking around just wasting my... Icy Cave. Okay, Drampa's a 10% in the Icy Cave, which is where I am. This is the room where you to go right the Icy Crystal, and Drampa's in this room. Look over here. Ah! Jump scare! Speaking of jump scares, I'm not excited about I'm excited about Phasmophobia, but at the same time, I'm not excited for Phasmophobia. If that makes any sense. Does that make sense? I'm both excited for Phasmophobia and not excited for it all at the same time. Pure Fairy? Resist Dark. Weak to Steel. Doesn't resist fire, but isn't weak to fire. It's also very hot right now. I'm gonna go turn down my AC in a second. That was a crit. Oh. Oh, we're also weak to Fairy. We should swap. We should swap. I don't have a steel type to swap into, though. I don't have anyone with a steel move, either. We should swap. Dacrystum is pure psychic. I don't know if I even love that typing, but maybe I'll keep them just to fuse them. Maybe that'll be the eventual plan, is to fuse them. Incineroar is neutral to Fairy. Is Incineroar neutral to Fairy? I don't think so. Does fire not... Oh, because fire resists Fairy. Fire resists Fairy. Ooh, 10-4. Fire resists Fairy. You know what? Let's go all out with a Flare Blitz, because that's physical, right? Let's just go for it. Let's just go for it, see what happens. Moonblast? Oh, that's gonna hurt, especially with the Mischief. This might just kill me. Ooh, okay. Got close. Drop my special attack, that's fine. We might, I think with that on top of this recoil damage, we might just end up taking ourselves out. But we do take them out. No, we survive it with the recoil. I thought that was going to be a lot closer. Nice. Nice. I don't really care for the Ice Crystal. I'm back on top. Okay. That's just the upper reaches. I guess I didn't really need to go this way. Ba-da-da-dum. Not gonna heal up to full. Just get a little something, you know. A little something on the top there. Just, you know, give him a little health here and there. A little health here and there. Waiting for my bell to run off, and now we get to do the really sad bit of encountering wild Pokemon. Do we get lucky first try? No. Sneasel. I actually don't know what forms we need, if any, that can also pay off in this area. I need to do some research into the forms that I need to accomplish. I don't think Sneasel has a form. No, Sneasel does have a form. Oh, shoot. I do need a female Sneasel. Oh, shoot. I do actually need to catch you. Sneasel is Ice Dark. Let's see how much Darkest Light Rate does. If it kills, I'm not too upset about it. That's incredible. My Quick Claw went off, but they still had priority for Ice Shard. That's very funny. Okay, that's actually what level of damage I was hoping for. I don't know what the form difference is between the female and male Sneasel, but it really exists. I wonder if it's the feather in their head. Yeah, we're actually wrapping up the stream right now. That's a joke. No, but you know what? I am gonna go turn down my AC because it is really warm. I killed it. I killed it. Yeah, I have the Histouine form labeled as well as one that I need. I feel like we should have someone else lead. Just don't know what I want to lead here. I'll have Charlie for a bit. Although actually, no, flying resists ice, right? If flying is weak to ice. Hold up. Wait a minute. Which mimics you in front? It's the feather eel mares. Bells are bigger. Makes sense. What if I didn't fight you? Oh wait, hold up. I had to run because I was about to have to end up fighting that other one. They said something about if they lose the next battle, they're going to do something, but you're going to lose your next battle. I'm sorry to tell you. I like your hat, Ace Trainer Jada, though. You got a cool hat. You got a cool hat. I'll tell you that, True. True is blue. Your hat's pretty cool. Setting up the hail. Imagine having 4 Sneasels only because one has a different feather, right? Right? It's truly what we're gonna have end up in our box. Acid armor, and then when we also have like the 50 Alcremies right next to each other for no reason. No, for the shiny living dex, I'm not doing a shiny form dex. I'm just doing a shiny living dex. So only base shinies. Maybe I'll do regionals, but no, I have no current plans to. Current plans are just a shiny living dex. At some point. I don't know when. No time soon. Slowly but surely we'll work our way through it. I do actually have some new things to add to my shiny living dex that I caught in Pokemon Go the other day that I transferred over to Pokemon Home, but I didn't actually check off. Oh, let me open up the Home app. I love when I type in something and then my phone doesn't do it immediately. And I like sits there and it thinks about it. I'm like, why are you so slow? Very sleepy. It's just ice covered in snow, so no one knows what a Truth's face actually looks like. Don't you just hate it when that happens? App to start. Alright, what do we got here? Pokemon. Oh yeah, I just transferred over Follow Swine. For it was being Community Day. Actually, is only Mamoswine? Only Mamoswine is Gen 4. Because Swinub and Piloswine is Gen 2, if I remember correctly. Right? If they sure are. Oh, she'd already have one. Okay. Go. Times 2. 1 is from go. And then I also have... Did I ever cross off... Togetic? Is Togetic Gen 2? Or was just Togepi in Gen 1 and Gen 2? No, Togetic wasn't Gen 2. Okay. From go. And then I also have Togekiss from go. And then Gen 5. I think I checked off. I just recently transferred some stuff the other day, so that's why I'm just double checking that I hit them all. I only have Zweilous? I thought I got them all. Where is... They're definitely Gen 5. I just don't see their... I also can't think of their name to save my life. Even though I'm looking at a photo of them. Chandelier's first form. Litwick. I have 2 of them, so I can evolve one of them. And then I have... I think I checked off the Rockruff already. Yeah, I checked off the Rockruff already. So this is my current shiny living dex overall totals. Currently have 110. We're at 11% for the shiny living dex. A lot of them are from Gen 4. That's because a lot of the shiny hunting that I ended up doing was in... was thanks to Pokemon... Legends Arceus, which has a lot of Gen 4 Pokemon in it. So that's where the majority of them are from. One day we'll focus on that a little bit more heavily. One day. The lore of Vanilluxe is this thing Sicycle that decorated itself. Nice. That took way too long to have a Pokemon up here. Trampa! Alright, we gotta catch this. We gotta catch this. This is a cross-off. This is indeed a cross-off. I don't know what's gonna do. Play Rough will probably kill it. Is Drampa normal dragon? I think Drampa's normal dragon, aren't they? Would you consider Pogo Shinies fair game, or are they cheap compared to actually hunting them? Because when you put a, it's got a big Pogo stamp on it. Personally, Shiny's a shiny. Shiny's a shiny. I don't think they're cheap. I think they're absolutely fair game. I am going to mark them like I have in that, like it's coming from Pokemon Go. And it might be something that I eventually go and rehunt and cross off. But you know what? I hunted those. I spent time looking for them. And I also had a really fun time doing it. And I still had just as excited reactions when I caught them. And I think the catches were a lot different and a lot more unique. Because a lot of times it was around like friends in person I got to have these interactions with. So absolutely, I count them 100%. You know what else I count? Our 782nd Pokemon to be added to the living dex. We're adding in Drampa. We'll scroll up right here, a little click off of you. Add you to the spreadsheet, buddy. Nice. Tell me about Drampa. Registered. Tell me about what it appears in towns and plays with the children. Drampa will protect kids if they're in danger, so their mums don't have to worry. Isn't that kind of them? Isn't that kind of them? Alright, we aren't going to worry too much about going after the Sneasel and all that. That was just kind of a secondary objective while I was searching for the Drampa. The Drampa was the main thing I was searching for. The Grand Adventure, whatever it's called, a Forgotten Sword and Shield will certainly be helpful. Oh, the Dynamax Adventures. Yeah. Yeah, the Dynamax Adventures will be super helpful. That's where we're going to shiny hunt all the legendaries primarily. Because I know I can soft reset a lot of them in different games, but Sword and Shield, it just gives me all the legendaries. I don't have to soft... I mean, it takes longer per, like, a soft reset is like, what, 20 seconds in some cases? I don't know. So it will take longer to some degree, but also I have the chance of scoring other shinies along the way, which is a positive in my eyes. I want to do more there are so many things I want to do on this channel. When I talk about all the other things that I want to do while I'm streaming, I don't know why I just swapped out something that was weak to ice for something that's weak to ice. I don't know why I did that. It's real stupid of me. This Pokemon's weak to ice. Better swap it out. What is this odds you're talking about? I've only ever heard of one shiny in that game. Let's hit the aerial ace. We'll just double up and get rid of this Vikavolt. Nice! Avoiding the blizzard. Let's go. Avoid that. Oh, shoot. I like it to kill. I was really hoping one of them would just kill. I like the one that says it'll hunt them down and make sure the bully will never bully again. Yeah, I want to do so many things on stream. I want to do so much more shiny hunting. But right now with my work schedule and just everything that I have going on in life, it's very tough to schedule more than 3 streams a week. So that's currently where I'm at, is doing, you know, 3 streams a week. I would love to do more shiny hunting and stuff. You know, I guess that's also stuff that could be added to the will for the 12-hour stream. Is just like Dynamax Adventures for an hour, or just like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet shiny hunting. Like that's stuff that we could also add to the wheel for the 12-hour stream. Of course, we'll add, you know, one singular position for Sea of Thieves. Indigo! Did someone say otter? No. I don't think anyone said otter. I could be wrong. Fairly certain no one said otter. One singular position. Assuming someone drops 100 biddies for it. Assuming someone drops 100 biddies for it, then there will be one. Let's kick. Put you in the left position. You know what? Let's bring out Necrozma. We haven't even done anything with them. Haven't done anything with Necrozma today. Go for the flamethrower on literally either of them. We're gonna Z power? Finally do a Z power? No, we aren't. Don't tempt you, Wiz. Wait, what am I gonna tempt you to do? Necrozma only, Necromancer only running Skyrim for an hour? No. I'd have to install Skyrim again. The bits. No, that's the whole point of the 12-hour stream. I mean, it'll be a little bit longer than 12 hours. Because each time we start a game, a 1-hour clock will start. So there will be times in between it. And when you drop 100 bits, you'll say a game, and I'll add it to the wheel. I don't know, that could end up getting out of hand, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I want Neopet. Oh my gosh, an hour of Neopets. Can you imagine? I don't even know what I'd do with that. Fun fact, I'm pretty sure Dynamax Adventures was the first Streamers I caught sometime last year. In April. Honestly, that was around the time I was doing a lot of Dynamax Adventures. And I really desperately want to get back and do some more. That's the other thing I gotta figure out, because if... I feel like there shouldn't be a limit. Like, if you drop 500 bits and you say Sea of Thieves, that should add 5 Sea of Thieves spaces. I mean, it wouldn't, because I'm not going to put more than 1 Sea of Thieves on there. But, like, I feel like that's what it should do, right? Like, theoretically, that's what it would do. Ouch! Incineroar got hurt. You heard Indigo was generous. I don't know, I think there's been a lot of generosity today as well. Do we go for... I can scale set everyone? No, just everyone outside. I'll bribe the others to redeem it. Oh no! You've seen through my clever ruse! Okay, withdrawing T-Tar. Alright. Wiz, please don't tell me you use a psychic move on a dark type. No, that was previous attack. Using Dark Slash. Just for damage. I think just you want Sea of Thieves. I don't know, I feel like some other people have been interested in Sea of Thieves in the past. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe no one's been interested in Sea of Thieves before. I don't have a lot here. Maybe we'll revive. Let's have Necrozma revive. Am I out of revives? No. Looking on the wrong page. But like some other things, like people could redeem like RuneScape. We could RuneScape for an hour. Dead by Daylight, Phasmophobia. I was thinking of like, obviously like Town of Salem. Dead by Daylight. Left 4 Dead. I guess Fall Guys. Like, Fall Guys is a pretty easy one that I could put on the wheel. Like, if people wanted to redeem it. What if I ban you that entire stream? Oh, shoot. What if you... That's the time for someone to properly, finally redeem their Mutamod. That's the perfect time to do it. Perfect time. Been waiting to get banned. Boy, oh boy, is it the time. Boy, oh boy. I don't really have a lot to do here. Only 10 minutes, that's true. But like a perfect time, like, oh, they're so timed out, you can't do it. Try again in 10 minutes. Necrozma avoiding that attack. Let's go, Necrozma. Give a nice little noble roar. Yeah, it just needs to be redeemed 180 times. Easy. Someone's just been saving up. Fun Guys be fun because you make a private room so you can all join. Yeah, so like stuff like that is kind of the idea for that specific for that specific stream. We'll see how it goes. Maybe it's super unexciting and we immediately cancel and we immediately change our mind and go do something else. Or maybe it works out really well and it's a really fun time. I don't know. Could go either way. Could go either way. Honestly, could have just attacked there and I probably would have just killed it. Could have just attacked there. How many stream points do you have? Enough. Enough. Also, Indigo, if you didn't see it, we did hit Phasmophobia today. So, I am going to be streaming some Phasmophobia. And doing every single map. Oh shoot, we gotta let K-Dog know. We gotta let K-Dog know. Maybe they'll join. Yeah, we hit 200 subs. I also have 2 Renegade Platinum. It's gonna suck. People are gonna see me suffer so much. I'll give it a better attempt than what I gave Emerald Kaizo, because I did not give Emerald Kaizo a good attempt. Oh, is it broken? I'll relaunch it. Relaunch it. Wiz, can I have a 1-point mana redeemtion which makes me immune to ban? For sure. For sure, Z. He absolutely can. Oh, that's true. You also did break it then as well. It did get broken then as well. And it just kept... And it pulled 2 shinies back to back. That is true. It was a little broken then. Lugia is your favorite Pokemon? Lugia is a solid Pokemon. Lugia is really solid. Bum 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 bum. Hands are moving too fast. Drop off Drampa there. I don't know. I don't think Empoleon's gonna make a return just yet. Maybe they will. Maybe we'll change our mind. But for now, they can chill in there. You were just extra. Cool. We still need to get there. There's still so many things we need to do in this game. Like, we're nowhere near done with this game. I mean, we're not nowhere near. We're pseudo near. We probably have like 3 or 4 more streams in this game. If I do things properly, like 3 or 4 more. Because I need to get specifically all of the forms that can only be done in this game. Like of the Urokoros, for instance, those can only be done in this game. I don't think... Oh, actually, you can get them in Scarlet and Violet, but we might as well get them here. And the Lycanroc stuff, which I think we only need... We only need the Dusk form. All we need is the Dusk form. I'll bring Lugia back with his super lore after this plant. Skip Loom, more like skip this Pokemon, am I right? Am I right, everyone? That was me waving like Kua? Hey there, Wiz. Woo, you came a long way. You made it through the trials and grand trials and even some tribulations that make up the Island Challenge. Congratulations. Aren't you cold? I'm fine. My soul burns hot. Yeah, hotter than a blast burn even. Nah, you're probably cold. You're just doing it for... You just want to be impressive. But one thing left for you to do. Take on the Pokemon League. That's where the real fun starts. Mount Lanakila is where we always finished up the Island Challenge. We built our Pokemon League right up here, as high into the heavens as we could get, to show our respect for the legendary Pokemon and honor it. I already have 1 legendary Pokemon on my team, might as well get a second one. I still remember it like it was yesterday. I went all the way to the Indigo Plateau, yeah, right to the Pokemon League headquarters. And I went right at him, cousin. Those gym leaders in Kanto really messed my team and me up. And then I saw my team battling for me, through it all, pouring their souls into the moves for me. And then the last guy, that dragon user in the cape. Oh, sorry, enough about me. Let's get you in there, yeah? Before you head in, make sure you're good and ready. You won't be able to come back out. Tell me more about your fight with the Elite Four. My Pokeball is shaking wildly? Incineroar popped out. Hey, Incineroar. You want a hug? Yeah, bring it in. Come on in, guy. Ah, shoot, our hearts are being filled with determination right now. Looking back at your first partner, the first Pokemon you ever chose in your adventure, you're reminded about how far you've come. Imagine if this Pokemon was on 4 legs instead of 2. I'm getting nervous. Yeah, now we got you shaking too. Do we not? I thought we got the legendary before we take on the Elite Four. 4 trainers. Every Pokemon League in every region all over the world features 4 fantastic. You know what? I don't think I healed. Sounds good. Sounds good. I expect you to show some intense battle moves and real hard start battles in there. Good luck, Wiz. Can I leave? What if I just turn around and walk out? I don't want to do it! Oh, no, wait. He healed me. Okay, he healed me. Showoo. Showoo! I love it when my Pokeballs shake wildly. Get your cap out of here. The loser with a cape. I used an ice type move on them and I murdered them. Alright, can we get an idea about what we're walking into here? If I walk back here, can I see all of the... I think I can see them all easier, right? That ground and poison? They all have a specific type? I just don't know who to lead with. I guess Mimikyu's a decent lead, because no matter what, they can at least take 1 turn without taking damage. I don't know, but this feels like grass. This feels like a grass type. I guess we'll lead Incineroar. Necrozma is kind of chilling as our ace. Flying? Oh, is it flying? Yikes. Oh, shoot. She does look like a flying type. Why do you have green crystals? I think I did the same thing in my Pokemon Sun playthrough. So here you are. Why don't we see who the wins favorite today? You or me? It's actually a golf challenge. We actually aren't doing Pokemon Battle anymore. We're playing Pokemon Golf. Which, can you imagine they've never released a Pokemon Golf game? That's the neck. That's what I want. Don't give me Pokemon Snap. Give me Pokemon Golf. You golf using Pokeballs, and you use them to catch Pokemon. You use them to catch Pokemon. You hit the golf ball, and you attempt to catch Pokemon. Be a great idea. Golf with friends for an hour? Oh shoot, I think I do have golf with friends, don't I? I have a golf game. Which one that is, though? Couldn't tell you. I have Golf It. I have Golf It. You know what we'll do for an hour? When you put it on the sheet and we roll it? For 1 hour, we will play... We could also do marbles on stream. I can't do VR, because I don't have a VR setup that I could do. We'll do... what's a stupid game that I have in here that I could just pull out of nowhere and say, we'll do that for an hour. Say Golf It, but someone else already claimed it. You know, you could redeem Portal, and then I'll just speedrun and beat Portal. A few years ago, I was a champion of the Island Challenge too, just like you. I've been traveling the world to improve my skills, both a trainer and a golfer. When I heard that they made a Pokemon League in my own home region, I came flying back to Servalola. Have a look at my fantastic flying type team. Pokedraw for an hour? Absolutely. Although I suppose you could put Pokemon Snap on there. I miss Pokedraw. Pokedraw was more interesting when I didn't know every Pokemon. Now, while I don't think I could sit here and name every single Pokemon to you, if you redeemed a Pokemon and said draw this, I think I would be able to remember what they look like close enough. Pokedraw used to be more fun when I didn't remember every single Pokemon. You still don't know all Pokemon? For the most part, I'm pretty sure I do. That was such an intense animation. Bye. Great animation, though. Mr. Professor, name all the Pokemon. I just said I don't think I could name every single Pokemon off the top of my head. But if you said a Pokemon, I would immediately go, oh, I know what the Pokemon looks like. And reverse. Oh my gosh, Brave Bird again? These birds are being too brave. Too brave. And height order as well. Oh, that's easy. That's easy. Number 1. The tallest Pokemon. Caterpie. What else is flying weak to other than rocks and electricity? Ice? And just those 3 things, huh? Just those 3 things. And weight order starting at 69. Nice. I'll throw a rock at you with my power gem! Okay, well that didn't do as much damage as I was hoping it would. Well, now that you flatter me though, I'm happy with the amount of damage that it did. I'm quite proud of myself for doing that amount of damage, honestly. Honestly, you don't have to ask me twice. I think I'm pretty proud of what I accomplished. It's super effective. Pokemon Coliseum? I could do that. Never played Pokemon Coliseum. You know what? That's a sub-goal. A rental randomizer. I hear people say that those are awful. Rental randomizer? Those are pretty awful, right? Like, those are really difficult. We could add that as a sub-goal. Pokemon Coliseum rental randomizer. That's 250. Done. Because I want to switch them out because they're confused. That's the biggest reason I want to swap them out right now. Ba-da-da-dum. Good spell. Misspelled Coliseum, don't worry about it. How do you spell Coliseum? Coliseum? That's close enough. The randomizer. Cool. It has been added to the sub. It has been added to the sub goals. 225 Fire Red Speedrun, 250 Pokemon Coliseum. First time rental randomizer. It's gonna be awful. It's gonna be awful. Throat Chop. You are smart. I'm not a very good speller. I never have been. I was never really good at spelling when I was growing up. Wait, does Throat Chop attack through my disguise? That's pretty cool. I guess because the disguise is up here and it's chopping at the throat, which is below the disguise. I guess that makes sense. Another full restore. Rude. Rude. Get a crit, get a crit, get a crit. Go for a Shadow Snake. Yeah, because I was like, they surely aren't going to use another full restore. Dude, cannon! Necros come back in. Messed up the first time. Oh no! I messed up like 3 or 4 times when I was trying to spell it. And then I still misspelled it and had autocorrect fix it for me. One shot, one. Oh no! It's using the power of the Z move! Supersonic Sky Strike. That was a pretty supersonic Sky Strike, if you ask me. That was pretty supersonic. Supersonic. Oh no, it's heating up its beak. It's beaking up. I don't like that. I don't like beaking up. Take it back, Toucannon. I take it back. Chalk Grip's a level 57. That's an Origoro. We'll stay in. Surely this thing isn't going to outspeed a legendary Pokemon from another... Okay. You outspeed a legendary Pokemon from another world? What? Why are all of my Pokemon so slow in this playthrough? I swear I've never had this slow of Pokemon. Ever. My Pokemon are so incredibly slow in this playthrough. You got better luck with your Pokeballs? Hey, good for you. I'm glad your Pokeballs are performing well. Ba-da-da-dum. I don't want them to kill Mimikyu if I could. If I could get them not to kill Mimikyu, that'd be great. We can just swap into Vigavolt. Vigavolt will take damage, but I think it'll be okay. I think this will be okay. Feather Dance, okay. Can you eat it? Oh no, Feather Dance just drops attack. That's fine. Because we're going for T-Bolt, which is special, so that's actually fine. This is a big attack, though. This is what took out Necrozma. You're kidding me! That was so sad. That was so sad. What a waste of a revive and a hyper potion. And I don't know the last time I saved, so I can't just reload a save out of irritation. I could not tell you when my last save. I can't remember if I saved outside or once I got to the top, or if my last save was after I caught Necrozma. Maybe a 2-shot for Darkest Lyrate. Not great. Not great. Hit him with that T-pose! It's frustrating to me as a member of the Elite Four, but it seems your strength is the real deal. It is the real deal, isn't it? You know, I think you'll bring a breath of fresh air to the Alola battle scene. Alright, time to do some healing. I like how when we're in the bag, the revives and the potions are in the same slot, but when I'm in battle, it splits them up for some reason. Don't fully understand the reason behind that. But it is a thing it does, for whatever reason. And use up the handful of potions we have. Alright. Sure, you know what, we'll give you that, because we haven't given any held items to anyone. That is a legendary crab. Krabby is pretty legendary. That's what all my friends say. All my friends have always said to me how legendary Krabby is. They see Krabby and they go... And I go, shoot, you're right. They are pretty legendary. This isn't the friend talking, by the way. This is a crab claw. Or no, that's a crab claw. Which one of these would be like super easy for me to walk through? I'm gonna cheat. I'll look up not their teams, but their types. Because I should already know them, right? Because we've done this before. We've done this before. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Oh, shoot. I could have left before I did this, and I could have went back and got Lunala before I did the Pokemon League. You can actually do it before you do the Pokemon League. That's very funny. All right, so we got... I'm assuming this is left to right. We've got the steel side. Then we've got the rock side. Then we've got the ghosts. And then we got the flyers. Okay, so I guess let's start with the steel. And just flamethrower our way through. I don't know what we're going to do for the rock one. I assume that this is steel. Because this is just going left to right. I don't know what we're going to do for the rock one. And the ghost one is going to really be Mimikyu, I guess. Well, ghost is also weak to dark, right? Yeah, the ghost one we should be fine for. Bogaroli. First one is steel, okay. Let me save, just because, like I said earlier, I don't remember the last time I saved, and I'd really hate for, like, the game to crash or something and me lose stuff. Actually, first mon is Steel Fairy. Okay, but it's still it's steel. And Fairy doesn't resist, so there has multiple steel grounds. Yeah, but his primary typing is steel. His primary typing is steel. I don't think any of them resist fire, right? I don't think any of them are weak to fire. My plan is just to... Here's what's going to happen. We're going to get 6 one-shots, and we're going to get 6 of my Quick Claw activations. You ready for this? Quick Claw number 1. And here's one-shot number 1. Okay, or Reflect. That's fine. That's fine. I'm going for a special attack anyways. Okay, it wasn't a one-shot. Okay, that's pretty upsetting. That's pretty upsetting. That's pretty upsetting right there. It's really for a one-shot to start it off. Couldn't even give me a one-shot to start it. Come on. Asking for the first one-shot. Alright, here we go. We're going to get a one-shot here, though. We're going to get the Quick Claw and the one-shot in about 5 seconds. Metagross? Metagross? More like Metatoast. Because you're about to be burnt from this flamethrower. Shoot, we didn't get the Quick Claw. Survive it. Drops its speed. Let's go. Maybe that's enough for us to outspeed. So close to a one-shot. Go. Wiz, stop. Stop winning? I don't want to stop winning. Necroderm up to level 66. Doug Trio. So this is Ground Steel. Again, I don't really have much of a response to ground. But Incineroar's weak. These jokes are just bad. I think the jokes are pretty good, personally. Oh wow, look at that hair. Look at that hair. They just look incredible. They look incredible. Because they're probably going to knock an Earthquake, which is going to hurt real bad for Incineroar. Or Fissure. It's a one-hit KO. Let's go for... Shot's flying, so their ground moves won't hurt me, right? That was kind of just an impulse click. I don't think you resist flying, right? You don't resist fighting, you don't resist flying. Actually, yes, we're good. Let's go for this. The steel typing does, but the ground... I was looking at the ground typing. Ah, shoot, they're gonna go for their Z move. That's fine. That's a steel attack. That's gonna kill me. Oh, Gazio. Mimikyu. Mimikyu can take at least one hit. Not gonna do a lot of damage. Remind me, fan attack. Go for fan attack. Iron Head does nothing. We are weak to their steel moves, but I just want to see how much damage I can do with this. Ah, we get flinched. So unlucky. So unlucky. I should have just went for 2 Shadow Snakes. I should have just went for 2 Shadow Snakes. I was wanting to do hopefully a little bit more power. I wasn't thinking I was gonna one-shot, but darn, that's upsetting. That's upsetting. It happens. Maybe we'll get our quick claw. No, we don't get the quick claw. Every time I need the quick claw, I don't get it. Survive. 3 HP in a dream. 3 HP in a dream. Let's go. I'm coming in with Magnet Zones. This is Electric Steel. We'll stay in and we'll, I believe I have a Max Potion. We have a Max Potion or a Full Restore. How many Full Restores do I have? 3 Max Potion. I have 4. We'll save the Full Restores for if we also get status at some point. T-Bolt. Shouldn't do too much. Oh wow, that actually did more than I was expecting it to. I'm gonna be a little honest. That did more than I thought it would. Don't crit. Alright, one more T-Bolt kills me. I don't think this will one-shot. Oh, cause Sturdy. Stupid Sturdy. So they kill us unless our they kill us unless our thing pops, so I think we'll just switch to Vikavolt to resist the Thunderbolt that they're probably going to end up doing. I wish I had any abilities that would help resist this stuff, but I didn't build a good team for this playthrough. You all know this, I didn't build a good team for this playthrough. I do have a really fun team in my Ultra Sun playthrough that I'm playing on the side. I have my Decidueye named Quiver. It's not my it's my starter in my Ultra Sun game, so it's not part of the living dex. So I have them, and then I also have, I just pulled in all of my Evolutions from Pokemon Home, and I've just been using my Evolutions for it. It's been really fun. My Evolutions and my Growlithe. I used my Growlithe because my Flareon was a much higher level at the time. So I probably end up swapping out Growlithe for them because I can't evolve the Growlithe because I already have Arcanine in my living dex. But I could honestly swap it out for Arcanine depending on my level. I haven't opened up Home and not Pokemon Home, Pokemon Bank to see what my levels were at, but I could probably swap some of them around. This shark fainted. Let's go. Finally. You know what? And I thought that was going to be the easy one. I thought that was going to be the easy one. Joke's on me. Joke's on me. I was not prepared to walk into this door. I hope I can still beat this tonight and I don't end up losing, but we're I think we're gonna lose the war of attrition and when I run out of healing items. Because it's getting close. And I keep making dumb choices and dumb mistakes. Probably go for the ghost one because you have dark and psychic. True. That's kind of why I want to save that one for last. Just be like, oh wow, that was so easy. But I don't have a lot of healing items. I'm decent on revives right now. But I also have to do the Elite Four as well. This sucks. This sucks. I walked inside just because my brain was like, oh yeah, you go inside, and that's where you can like heal and buy items before you take on the Elite Four. That's why I walked inside. So for their first two leads, are weak to fire. Well, half of it is weak to fire, because then they're all rock type, and rock resists fire, so they're neutral to fire. But rock is also super effective to fire. I don't really want to lead with a fire type. I don't have really anything great that I can do here. Weak to rock, steel, and water. I don't have any of that. Do I have anything in my bag? You know you have this dragon flying type? What? I don't have a dragon flying type. I don't have a dragon flying type on my team. I have a dragon fighting type on my team. Oh, you did say dragon fighting. Oh, I misread that. That's my bad. Dragon fighting. I completely misread that. I was like, what? Flying? I have Ice Beam, no one can learn it. I have... Ooh, I do have Flash Cannon. Hold up. Wait a second. Hold up. I do have that. I do have fighting types, but their secondary typings... resist. The first two Pokemon... The secondary typing resist fighting? No. 3 of their 5 Pokemon resist fighting, so fighting will just be neutral. So it won't be too awful. But they are weak to steel, so I think we just teach Flash Cannon to Necrozma. Let's get rid of Iron Defense, because who cares about Iron Defense? I also have the move Psychic. I won't teach over the move. I'll look at what his moves is first. We have Photon Geyser. I assume that does more than Psychic. Photon Geyser is 100. Okay. Just because I didn't actually look at the move to know what it is. Flame Charge I don't need. False Swipe I don't need. Workup I don't need. Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon changes really mess with me. Yeah, we're about to fight Olivia, the rock type. Olivia definitely uses all guy Pokemon because they're all rocks. Vigavolt, do you have something I could teach Flash Cannon over just so I have 2 steel moves available? We could get rid of Charge. I don't use Charge. I've never once used Charge. Never once used Charge. And let's just leave that. When I did this, I did Steel, Olivia, Hala. Really? I think I started with the flying both times that I played through this. Because I thought they were grass. Welcome to the Rock Chamber. I don't think Hala's in this. I think that's Pokemon Sun and Moon you have, Hala, because you have Molaine, Olivia, Acerola, and Hala. You don't. I think Hala's in the in Sun and Moon, but they aren't in this playthrough. They aren't in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. Oh. Yeah, as in regular Sun and Moon. Yeah, there isn't a fighting type one in this one. In the Ultras. It's Steel, Rock, Ghost, Flying. Elite Four, Olivia, give me a good time. Give me a good time here. Also, this is definitely something that you all haven't noticed. Because there's no reason you would notice this. Because of just like the noise gate filter. But my laptop has been incredibly loud for so long. Like the fan just has run nonstop. And I don't know what I did, but I got the fan to shut up. And my laptop has been so quiet today. Like it feels weird. I don't know if you've ever been in one of those types where like something has been so loud and when it's finally gone, like it feels wrong how quiet it is. That's currently what I'm experiencing. Like it feels quiet. It feels wrong with how quiet my office is now without this stupid fan. And I don't know what I did to get it to stop. The fan finally quieted down. And this one is different because Hallis stays behind in the town to prepare the party that happens at the end of the game. Lycanroc. You know what, let's not swap. No. Let's yes swap. No. No, because Bug is weak to it. Let's not swap. What's up, puppy? Oh, I think Percy wants me to take him out. Percy, after this fight, I'll take you out. We'll take a little pause break after we fight this one before I fight the final and the champion. Because then we also still have like the post-credit nonsense. And I don't want Percy to have to wait that long before I wrap up stream. Which I need to wrap up stream. I work in... No, Necrozma! I should have swapped anyways. Just because I should have known they were going to use their move. I'm actually going to swap into them in Shadow Sneak, I think. Yeah, the 30-minute post-credit. This is a terrible idea. Maybe we save before we do the champion. Because I work at 8 a.m. tomorrow. Ah, darn. I was really hoping that'd do a little bit more damage. We're fine, though, because we can do one more because of the disguise. Maybe we save before we take on the champion. No! Oh, I thought you already were done with your full restore spam. Oh, you did me dirty. Oh, you did me dirty. You did me so dirty. I thought I was free of your nonsense. They got me. They truly got me. Percy's went and sat down and is over it now. So that's what we'll do. We'll do this fight, we'll do one more fight, and then we'll have the champion and the post-credit stuff next stream. Because I honestly I can't stream for another 40 minutes. I would not have any time to sleep tonight if I stream for another 40 minutes. This hopefully should be in range for a KO. No! Needed one more Shadow Sneak to be in range of the KO. And a crit. And a crit. Don't want to use up all of my steel moves here, when this will get the job done. Coming in Gigalith. Gigalith is also, I think, rock steel, right? No, it's just pure rock. Oh, you're just pure rock. That means you're weak to fighting, right? Yeah, you're weak to fighting, so we can actually bring in Cha, who is weak to you with your flying type. But I think we outspeed. There's no way this Gigalith outspeeds a bird, right? Sandstream. It has sturdy though, yeah. Flying press. As much as I would love to home claws, we do outspeed. I'm not gonna chance it. Oh, it's so bulky. Oh, it's so bulky. Oh, that did nothing. It's not even worth it roosting here. That did nothing. I mean, it did something, like, you know, they got it in range. Necrozma can hopefully come in and finish it off. Flash cannon. Hey, wait. He's getting too bold and trying and pulling stuff off my desk. Actually, I just realized I don't think I have to worry about the power points for Flash Cannon, because I can just reteach at Flash Cannon, right, and get the power points back. Right? Am I making that up? For Dilly, we'll send in Vikavolt for this one. We'll try. We'll try Vikavolt. They're full health. I think the Sandstream's got like one more turn. Setting up the Stealth Rocks, that's perfect. That gives me a turn of attack, but it does show that we are slower, which is super upsetting. Stealth Rocks isn't a priority move. Okay, no more Sand Attack, no more Sandstream. Unless they have an ability that lets them move faster. They have Suction Cups. What is Suction Cups? Negates all moves and items that force switching out. Okay, so that's really... Bug Buzz for Stab. I don't think Bug Buzz is the play. I don't think Stab is more damage. Oh, wait, it is weak to Bug. Oh, shoot, because of the... yeah, that's my bad. Yeah, Bug Buzz would have been the better play. Because it's weak to Bug as well. Does it not have a rock move? Interesting. Interesting that it didn't have a better move to use there. We're just weak to rock. Right? Bug is weak to rock, isn't it? Bug is weak to rock. And electric isn't weak to rock, so we're just straight up weak to rock. That's so weird to me that it didn't just use a rock move on me. 4 times weak to fighting. Not weak to steel. 4 times weak to fighting, ground, and water. Resistant to normal flying, rock, bug, fairy, dragon, ice, psychic. Immune to poison. Yeah, and it had Rock Tomb. It could have used Rock Tomb on us. Wild. I think we'll stay in, and we'll heal Cha. It'll have Sturdy, yeah. It'll have Sturdy for sure. But I need Cha back before I can do anything of punching to it. I'm gonna set up Sandstorm, so that gives me a minute, or not a turn, to just fully heal. Send in Komodo. It has Sky Uppercut, true. It does have Sky Uppercut. I honestly always forget that they're just chilling there. I don't think we'll outspeed, but in case we do. Like, in case we do, let me do something that isn't resistant. Come on, you can outspeed this thing, right? You can punch it in its face. Punch it in its stupid face. Punch it in its stupid nose. The literal fighting dragon. I joke to you. I just forget about them, you know? I just sometimes forget they're there, you know? They're just being a casual dragon that I forget about sometimes. Just a casual dragon that you sometimes forget about. That happens to the best of us. Ah, the full para. The sandstorm's gone at least. Give me 2 turns of full para. Set back up that sandstorm. Look, I love Haluja, okay? 2 turns of full para. Did I hear 3 turns of full para? Give me 3. Give me 3. Ah, sad. We got to attack. That sucks. No one wants to attack. 25 chance to para. Yeah, I wanted 3 turns. I wanted to go 3 for 3. We only went 2 for 3. Super upsetting, really. Super upsetting. So here's what happens next stream. We still have one more Elite Four member to fight tonight, but here's what happens next stream. We come in and we fight the champion. Now, I know what you're asking yourself. Chandler, what if you come in to fight the champion and you immediately lose? Well, you see, I'll cry. Mostly that's just the answer. I'll just cry. I have 3 full restores, so I'd rather not use them if I don't have to. Eight super potions, 7. I'm not in a good position here to do what I'm doing. If you lose to Hal of all people, you should be ashamed. Look, where they are set. Oh, I did not mean to use the second one. That's upsetting. I wanted to go use up the last of my potions. Bloop. Bloop. Uno memento? Oh, sorry. I missed some texts. Alright, so let's lead Mimikyu. Because Mimikyu's obviously super effective. But here's the thing. Mimikyu is also weak to them. But Mimikyu has a turn of power. Mimikyu has a turn of power with their disguise. I wish I had something better than Shadow Sneak to throw at them. But we could also just Darkest Lyrate. Honestly, that's probably the better plan. Is lead with Darkest Lyrate, hold on to Mimikyu to clean up. Mimikyu to clean up anyone with their disguise, someone who's there at the end, because they're going to have both of their full restores to use. Her ace is Palo Sand. Okay. Ba-da-bum. You think I'm afraid of a possessed sandcastle? I am. But you shouldn't think I am. Some people say Hal and Hop are the same, however, one has a backstory and reason to battle, grows as a trainer, learns from his mistakes. Sure, kind of annoying when he appears, but still a good character. And there's Hal. All I remember is Mouse Zelda. I feel like it was just back-to-back, like, rivals that weren't rivals, that didn't want to, like, weren't actually rivals. Which, I mean, I also don't think the Gen 6 rivals were very fun. I didn't enjoy Gen 6 rivals. Gen 5 had a good rival. Gen 4 had a good rival. Gen 3 did. 2 did. 1 did. But it's just... 3 generations in a row of subpar rivals. 6 just threw 15 rivals at you. And then 7 just gave you eh. And 8 also gave you eh. Come on, give me a one-shot. Mimikyu up to level 57. Coming in with already with the sand. Already with the sand. Acerola is actually part of an old dynasty that was royalty. You're actually talking, or you're actually taking on royalty. Well, so is she. Give me the Quick Claw. Please give me the Quick Claw. Doesn't matter, we just outspeed. They ate it. Earth Power, eat it. Eat it, Incineroar. Chomp on it for breakfast. Gen 6 waste potential opportunities. No one like Gen 6 rivals ever understand what they were trying to do. They wanted to show that all trainers care about the gyms. Which I dig. I really dig that idea. That not every trainer cares about, quote-unquote, being the very best like no one ever was. Like, I super dig that as a concept. I love that as a concept. I just think it could have been handled better. I feel like my play should be just Darkest Lyrate, but I also want to heal because I feel like I'm in range of getting KO'd. I don't know why, by what. Because all they have is Shadow Ball, they have Whirlpool. So I feel like we should heal. But at the same time, what is their base speed? Shiny Natu appearing. They also have the ability Steel Worker, which I don't know what that does. Base speed is 40. At level 50, we're seeing popping out at what is our speed? Do we just outspeed? Ooh. Their speed tops out at 101 at level 50. There's a big chance we don't outspeed this. There's a huge chance we don't outspeed this. Let's go Flamethrower. Okay, we do outspeed. Can we one-shot, though? No, we cannot. They go for Slam, though. Which does kill. Okay, which does kill. Because Whirlpool, I know, doesn't do a ton of damage at the top. So here's the sad thing. They are going to full restore here. So I'm going to go for a Feint to hopefully do more damage. Wasn't a lot of damage. That's power 60 compared to power 40. Oh. Even Mimikyu outspeeds. Oh, wow. This Dhelmise does not have a lot of speed. So that's just our disguise. That's fine. We still got another attack here. We're going to go for another Feint attack. Which does, I believe... No, it doesn't put them in range to full restore again. Can I survive? Please let me survive. I do survive, so one more Feint attack should end it. No, they were in range to 4-restore. Dang, I thought I was above 4-restore range. Unfortunate there. Unfortunate there. I really thought I was out of 4-restore range. 9 more revives. Alright, Mimikyu drops, but I think I put them in range. I think that's what Incineroar, like, needed to finish it. This isn't her last Pokemon, right? No, if this was her last Pokemon, I would Flare Blitz. Just to make sure I ended them. But I think Flamethrower will do the job. No! Ah, but the burn! And the avoid! They didn't die to the burn. That's, you know what, that could have been better. Could have went better. I got a Flamethrower because I don't want to Flare Blitz and hurt myself. Or we heal. Or we heal. No, but they're going to slam before I can do anything. But there's the chance the slam misses. We'll just go for the Flamethrower and finish it. I don't think she... There's the stupid Quick Claw. I don't need it, but there it is. I'll say, though, in the anime, they did a slightly better job of giving them personalities. That's good, at least. I still haven't finished Journeys. Which I don't think the last bit has come out yet. I think we're still waiting for a little bit more. Frostlass. So this... Frostlass, I think, is actually... Yeah, Frostlass is also weak, too. They still have Frostlass and Driftblim left. Those are their final 2. You're 2 times weak to fire, 2 times weak to steel. Let's honestly... Honestly, I think we go Flare Blitz. And we take some recoil damage to ourselves. Ah, they got the Blizzard. That sucks. I think that might put us in range of the recoil killing us. If this doesn't one-shot, it's not worth it. Okay, it's kind of worth it. Okay. Nice. Nice. Okay, we need to swap immediately. Wants to learn Outrage. Not even Outrage. No. Don't need a Dragon move. Going in Driftblim. This is their final. Vikavolt. I see no reason why not to bring in Vikavolt here. Because they're part flying, so... Right? There's nothing I'm missing here. Just coming into Thunderbolt. Yeah. Coming in Thunderbolt. Because they're weak to Rock, Ghost, Electric, Ice, Dark. My stream deck has an update available. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. If you pick Serena, then Callum has no personality. If you pick Callum, then he has even less personality. Callum and Serena on the same, all the Gen 6 rivals feels like emotionless corpses. Amnesia! What is that? That boosts their special attack? Special defense. Oh no! I thought Amnesia boosted special attack. It ate it, but it could have... Man. Don't do it again. Ominous Wind, okay. How much does that do? Okay, we're fine. Even if they do another Amnesia, we're fine. I don't think I think she's used both of her full restores. She might have one more. No, she's used both of them. Just need a crit. Nah, it's fine. We at least survive it. Revives are what I'm short on. So I just don't need revives. Even with that Omni boost there, we're fine. My gosh. That was honestly a rough Elite Four, because I wasn't ready for it. It's not a rough Elite Four. Like, this Elite Four, arguably, is not the hardest Elite Four. Who wants to learn Dragon Dance? Because that's attack and speed. Maybe get rid of Noble. Noble Roar drops the target's attack and special attack. But boosting attack and speed. Wait, spend the turn to get both my attack and speed up, I think is worth it. I think it's worth it, because even if I go for Sky Uppercut if I'm against that, I think it's worth it. And if it isn't, oh well, it's mine to lose. Ba-da-ba-dum. We have defeated the Elite Four. Let's go. Gen 6 was the most part forgettable, other than the Nut Job who wanted to cause literal genocide. Gen 6 gave us Flabebe, so shut your mouth. So memorable because we got Flabebe. All right. So we're going into the final fight with 7 revives. That's not awful. And a max revive. That's not awful. It could be a lot worse. It could be a lot worse. And we'll go in with all of our Pokemon at full health. So we have the chance to revive 8 times. And the chance to heal. We have 15 Hyper Potions. 3 Max Potions. A Max Revive. 3 full Restores. Honestly, this isn't bad. This isn't bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. Now for Ethering, medicine can refer. Elixir is what fills up everything. So we do have an elixir. We have 2 elixirs. Ah, shoot, I can't teach over Flash Cannon. Oh, no. I can't do that. Well, I guess I could make them forget Flash Cannon and make them remember it, is what I could do. Because Flash Cannon is the only thing that I need back for them. So we just get rid of Flash Cannon and reteach it to them. Oh, shoot. That was the wrong button. I meant to teach them Flash Cannon. Oops. I messed that one up real good. Alright, so Necrozma, good. They are golden. They are prepared to take on the Elite Four. Or not the Elite Four, the Champion. Necrozma, solid. Alright, so let's look at Vigavolt. How are you looking, Vigavolt? Honestly, not too bad. You still have 11 T-Bolts. 25 bites, you're fine. You're fine, you've only lost 2 Flying Press. You've only lost 3 Play Roughs. You've lost nothing except for 2 Sky Uppercuts. Alright, so we're going to use a Max Elixir on Incineroar. And I guess we'll just drop the other one onto... I guess just onto Vigavolt just to get a handful of T-Bolts back, but I don't even think it's worth it. I have nothing else that I need to use it for. Yeah, let's drop it on Incineroar, get back all of their power points, and I guess just get back all of Vigavolt's too. Just to have them. Alright, so we're going in, honestly, pretty healed up. This should be a pretty not awful battle that we would do tonight if the only reason I'm choosing not to do this tonight is because of how long the post-credit scene is, and I don't want to do it. I just don't want to do the post-credit stuff tonight because I quite frankly don't have the time and I need to go to bed. And their lead is weak to dark, so we just lead with Incineroar and we're good. I don't know about you, but I like the post-game with Looker. That was pretty memorable. I got an episode 2 in a series. I forgot which. Look, Pokemon has always done pretty decent, I think, with their post-game. I think their post-game has always been pretty fun. I haven't completed a lot of the post-games in our Living Dex playthrough, but I think they've been pretty good. Hey, that, though, is where we're going to call it for the night on the Living Dex. I think we got some pretty decent amount done. We only added 2 new Pokemon to our total. I don't think this is pulling from the right number, right? Because weren't we at 60? No, we were at 66 when we started the stream. 782 total. Not too bad. Not too awful. Gen 7. So next stream, we do the Elite Four. Or we do the Champion. Done. And then we start the post-game. Where in the post-game, we can finally go back and catch Marini on Route 9. We can get our new type Null and our Sylvani. We can go catch the Bruxish. And honestly just start cleaning up this post-game stuff with all the Tapus. And all of the Ultra Beasts. And then, so after we catch all of these Pokemon and we get all this stuff cleaned up, my plan after that, before we move on to Generation 8, is to look. We also still have a couple regionals to clean up, which we'll do that pretty easily. Mostly it's just trade stuff that I'm waiting on. Is I'm gonna see what forms I can get in this game that I can finish off pretty easily. Obviously, we've got the minor cores done. We'll get the Lycanroc and the Oricoro done, but I want to look back and see if there's any earlier generations I could do. I don't think I can do any of the Gen 6 stuff in this game. I think all of the Gen 6 ones are ones that I have to do in back in X and Y. So we might go back to our X and Y copy for a stream just to clean up the Vivillon patterns, the Flabébés, the Furfrou. So we might do that. Deerling and Sawsbuck will definitely save for Scarlet and Violet, because it's just easier to do that. Same with Basculin, Frillish, stuff like this. The Tornaduses will wait. Yeah. Some of this stuff we'll be able to do in this game, but a lot of it will wait till later. But I'll have to go through and have to actually figure out what I'm doing when and where to get that all solved out. But YouTube, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, come join us live on stream and see it all happen in person. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.